Why are you interrogating me? Her voice cracked through the kitchen like a glass shattering on marble. I hadn't raised mine. I stood by the counter holding her phone. It was still warm from her hand. A message preview glowed on the screen before it faded into black. She snatched it back. "You've been acting insane lately," she snapped. Suspicious, paranoid. Paranoid. That word lingered. I studied her face. The twitch beneath her left eye. The way she avoided looking at me directly. My wife had always been good at eye contact. It used to disarm people. Now it betrayed her. I said nothing. Silence unsettles guilty people more than accusations. That night I hired a private investigator. Not because I was emotional. Because I was calm. And calm men are dangerous when they stop asking questions out loud. The first envelope arrived 3 weeks later. Heavy. Thick. Decisive. I didn't open it immediately. I poured myself a drink instead. Watched her through the glass window as she laughed in the garden, speaking softly on the phone. Softly. The way she used to speak to me. Inside the envelope were photographs. Her and my father. Close, intimate, familiar. Too familiar. The dates on the photos were recent. The locations unmistakable. My father's lake house. The one he claimed he hadn't visited in months. I felt something inside me fracture. Not explosively. Quietly. Like ice cracking beneath weight. I wasn't shocked by lust. People are weak. I was shocked by coordination. By the secrecy. By the layered deception. Two people I trusted most. Working in harmony. I flipped to the final photo. Her hand on his chest. His mouth near her ear. Both smiling. Comfortable. I realized then this wasn't impulsive. This was practiced. My wife noticed my stillness at dinner. "You're very quiet," she said carefully. I nodded. "I'm thinking." She swallowed. Good. I didn't confront her. Not yet. I requested financial statements from accounts she didn't know. I monitored transfers, gifts, jewelry purchases routed discreetly. My father had always been generous. Now I knew why. The investigator dug deeper. Hotel logs, private car services, deleted messages recovered from cloud backups. I began building a timeline. It stretched back 9 months. 9 months of shared holidays. 9 months of dinners where my father toasted to family loyalty. 9 months of my wife kissing my cheek goodnight after texting him under the covers. I observed her more closely now. How she angled her screen away. How she stepped outside to take quick calls. How she flinched when my father's name surfaced casually in conversation. One evening she asked, "Do you trust me?" I looked at her for a long time. "Yes." And I meant it. I trusted her to continue lying. Meanwhile, another call came. "My daughter-in-law. If you want to join Thanksgiving, come wash the dishes first." She laughed sharply over the phone. The disrespect wasn't new, just louder now that I saw clearly. I replied, "Enjoy." And I hung up. That night, I instructed my lawyer to finalize the transfer of my overseas assets. The villa in Switzerland. The one no one knew I had fully paid off. The one not listed in any shared documents. Preparation is silent revenge. The final confirmation came in digital form. Video. Clear. Undeniable. My father unlocking the lake house door. Her walking in behind him. No hesitation. No fear. Familiarity. I invited them both to dinner the following Sunday. Neutral ground. My home. They arrived separately. That amused me. We ate quietly, polite, controlled. After dessert, I placed a small stack of photographs on the table. I slid them toward her first. She glanced down. Froze. The color drained from her face. My father leaned forward. Then leaned back again. Silence thickened the room. She whispered, "This isn't what it looks like." I folded my hands. It's exactly what it looks like. My father attempted authority. "Son, let's discuss this privately." "We are." No anger in my tone. That unsettled them more. She began to cry. He began to justify. I simply watched. Two actors forgetting their lines. "I've already filed for divorce," I said calmly. Her head snapped up. "What?" "And I've removed you from every account." She stared at me as if I'd spoken another language. "You can't." "I did." I turned to my father. "And you're no longer listed in my will." His jaw tightened. "You're overreacting." "No," I said evenly. "I'm recalibrating." I stood and walked to the living room wall. Pressed a button. The television flickered on. The video played, high definition, silent except for the faint audio of their laughter. Her sobbing turned frantic. "Turn it off!" I muted it instead. Then I handed her another envelope. Property documents, Switzerland. Photos of the villa overlooking snow-covered mountains. Glass walls, clean lines, privacy. Her breathing grew shallow. "You were planning to leave?" she whispered. "I already have." I picked up my coat. "My flight is in 3 hours." My father tried one last time. "You're destroying this family." I looked at him. "You did that 9 months ago." And I walked out. In Switzerland, the air's thinner, cleaner. It doesn't carry betrayal in it. 3 days after I arrived, my phone began ringing. My daughter-in-law. 71 missed calls. I sent one photo in response. The villa at sunset. Snow glowing gold against glass. No caption. Her next message came immediately. "We need to talk." Of course, now that there was something to gain. Greed is predictable. I blocked the number. Then my wife tried. Then my father. I blocked them too. Not out of anger. Out of clarity, they mistook my silence for weakness. They mistook my patience for blindness. They mistook my love for dependency. They were wrong. From the terrace of my villa, I watched the mountains swallow the last of the sun, cold, unmoved. Permanent! I felt no triumph, no rage, only space. They lost access to my money, to my name, to my presence. But most importantly, they lost my silence. And silence, when chosen, is power.